Good evening, everyone. I am Rashi Verma from Gema and I am painting teacher at Gema. And in today's session, we are going to paint an underwater scene, like an underwater water castle using your watercolors. Okay, so what we need for this painting is a white sheet of paper, your water container, pencils, some brushes, any size, any number, round, flat, any brushes would work. Make sure that you don't you choose a thick one, like choose according to the size of your sheet. If you're using this much big sheet, try to take a bigger brush. Then you should have your watercolor palette with you. And once you have all the things, we'll start working on our sheets. We'll start making our castle. That's an underwater castle. Like we would be working horizontally on our sheet so that we get a wider range of paper to work on. Okay, so I'll change my okay. Oh, so I hope my sheet is visible to each one of you. Right. So we'll start with the base. We'll take the base. We'll make an horizon line. We'll make a horizon line at the base of our sheet, and that would be the base of our castle. And the line should be like this. This would be the line for the base of our castle. Try to move your pencils very lightly on your sheets. Make sure you have your pencils up, like your pencils are sharpened. You don't have a broken pencil, and then you can start working with. So we'll start with the horizon line like this at the base of our sheet, and then we'll give it the body. We'll give our castle a body. So we'll start making the walls of it. So for the walls, we'll divide our sheet into three parts. One the center wall and two the side pillars. Right. So for the center walls, what we will do is we'll make it like this. We'll make the center wall like this with some bricks like this. And then I'll bring it back down like this. Right. So you have to make that center wall of your castle like this, underwater castle like this. And then we'll make the side pillars. So even for the side pillars, we'll make two lines like this. And I am making it like a little bit of widen so that it has some textures of like we are in the water and everything is like that. And then we'll make another wall like this. And over this, what we will do is we'll make it a little bit of upper. We'll extend this line for the middle wall and then we'll take it up. And then what we'll do is we'll make the lines for the circle like this. A curved shape like this. And then another one on both the sides so that our castle look a bit 3D. Like we have some edges to it and the cone is also not flat. And then we'll make the cones like this. And then what we'll do is we'll add a flag over its top. You can add flag on both the tops, both the side of the cone, or you can go for one as well. And then we'll make the center one. Center part, what we'll do is we'll take it up. We'll make two lines like this at the center. We'll make it like this. We'll extend it a little bit so that we have an area on our balcony. And then again the texture of the bricks like this. We can add a gate over here, or an arc like this. And then over its top, what we'll do is we'll make a smaller cone, make a building like this, smaller pillar like this, and then a circle over its top. Sorry, floors as well in it. So what we can do is now what we'll do, we'll make the stairs. We'll make it like this, and again this, and then again this. So we have the stairs now in front of the door, and then we'll make the door over here. So you can make a door of your own choice that I'm making a shape like this, a unique one. I'll outline it, I'll thicken it a bit like this. Then I'll add some lines for the gate pattern like that, right? So now our gate is ready. We have the stairs. We'll make two side windows, smaller one like this on both the sides. Like the walls of the castle are never plain. So we have to make it like that. So we can add two of the windows over the center wall like that. And on the side pillars as well. Now, so for the side pillars, these pillars are never plain. So we can add some windows so that the queen or the king or the people living inside the castle can go and see what's happening outside. So on the other side as well, we'll do the same. The window like this, like this, right? And then what we'll do, we'll make some texture of the bricks, rectangles like this at random places, never fixed. So you can make it like that anywhere of your choice. You can make four, you can make five, you can make three, you can make two, totally upon you, right? So we have the gate, we have the pillars, we have the cones, and on the cones we can give some lines like this as well, if you wish. And on the sides we can add some water plants like that. And on the other side as well, I'll make a plant, but not of this shape, a different one. Like I made this one over here. I'll add some stones, the big one at the front gate, in front of the gate, like this, and this. And we'll extend this line a bit so that it doesn't feel like our castle is in the air. So it's like this. We can add some bubbles, circular bubbles, like this. So I'll wait for everyone. If you have some doubts, you can ask me. If you're completed it, I'll wait for others to complete it and then I'll start coloring it. So I'll start with the color. I'll start with the color then. So for coloring, I'll use my watercolors, my cake watercolors, and I'll start coloring. I'll not outline it with a marker and then color it. I'll color it first and then I'll outline it with my marker. So for the walls of the castle, so for the walls of the castle, what we'll do will not do the shape. We'll not color it with any of the color like red, blue, green, or even yellow. We'll do it a little bit of gray. So for it, I'll take my black color and I'll add a lot of color, water to it and a bit of white. I'll dilute it. I'll prepare my color first and then I'll color it. I'll not take the color directly from my palette and start coloring it. I'll prepare it on my palette and then I'll start coloring it. And I'll not rub, make sure that you don't rub your brush onto your sheet, and you have to make it a little bit of like fresh. If you rub your brush, your color would definitely go dirty, or even you'll not get that freshness into your color. To keep your color fresh, make sure you don't rub your brush. Like I have done this, I got some patch over here, it would dry. Once it will dry, it would go away. And even if I'm getting that patch, that's completely fine. That's the nature of watercolor. That's a little bit patchy. It's not completely even on all the sides. And then I'll do the middle wall. You can add a little bit like darker near the edge and lighter. You can go like that as well, lighter on its top. I can what I can do is I can add a little bit of yellow so that it looks like sunlight is falling onto the sunlight is going inside the water and it's giving it a fresh touch. And I'll do my other wall, upper wall, a little bit of dark so that I can see the difference. Your color should be very fresh whenever you work. You don't work like this. You don't rub your brush. You have to use your brush straight. We're using only the tip of your brush, and then you can start coloring it. If you feel like you are getting some, like your color is drying really quickly, put less water into it, and it's done like this. I'll do the side wall as well. And then like I'm done with the walls of my castle. And once I'm done with this castle wall, I'll start doing the gate so that whenever like my this portion is still wet, I'll not touch it and see it. I'll get a shine whenever I see it in the light. I'll get a shine, so I'll not touch it and see it if it's wet or dry. So what can I do? So what I can do is I can start with the start coloring the below part portion, and then I'll come back to my top. So I'll start with the base. So for the base, I can do it like this. And then And I can do the same on the gate on this side as well, so that it looks like I'm giving it a touch of mud at the base. I'll do the stairs a bit darker and the gate a little bit more darker. So I'll not mix my color with black to make it darker. I'll give some touch of blue like this. And I'll make a violet color for the windows to give it a depth like this. On the other side as well, I'll do the same. On the bricks also, I'll do the same. And then for the stones, like this. The plants, I'll color the plants green. So every time you color, make sure you prepare your color first and then you color. No, if you want the tone of green and you already have that green into your palette, never pick your color directly from your palette and start coloring it. It's not the way of watercolor. You have to prepare your color first and then you have to color it. So I got it like this. I'll do these cones red. And then what I'll do is I'll start with the background, the watery effect at the back of my castle. So for that I'll take my blue color. I'll use a thick brush and then I'll start with the color. What I can do is I can give it a the background using the wash technique. So I'll put water all over my sheet and then I'll put the color. Like I'll do this color all over my sheet and then I'll start with it. See, like my red is mixing with my water. It's not a problem if the color is going outside. It looks like your drawing is a little bit rough, but definitely it would look great. So I'm mixing it a little bit with my red and then I'll start adding my blue color to it like this. So for this blue, you can totally be like wherever you want, you can do that. And if you need white, you can do it like that as well. So my coloring for my castle is done, and then I'll start outlining it. Till my other part of my sheet are getting dry, I'll start with the outlining. So I'll start outlining. Okay, so my sheet is a little bit wet, so I'll put it to dry. It would take like 10 to 15 minutes to get dry. because I used the wash technique. So once you're done with coloring this whole, and then you can start outlining it with your marker. So I'll show you my work. I'll hold it with my hand, and it looks something like this. And whenever when I outline it with my marker, it would definitely look more beautiful. So I hope you all enjoyed this session making your sea water castle. See you. Bye bye. See you in your next class. Like whenever I go live, I see you in that session. Bye.